I would just say it's probably as easy as this to understand. You know, they're inefficient. Okay, they have people that are under authoritarian control. Think about it. The doctor that actually was the whistleblower on this ended up dead. Okay, and if you look back to what the Chinese did, they probably had this in the late fall, especially early winter. They didn't, instead of like calling people in and learning how to help and develop a way for us to know how to treat this, they downplayed it.
Hold on one second. Hold on one second, Congressman. Quick break. We'll come right back. Stay with us. Welcome back. I'm back with House Intel Ranking Member Devin Nunes. And Congressman, before we went to the break, we're talking about China and how it downplayed it. We're going to continue talking about that. I know that is a major issue, and it actually accelerated things on the downside for the rest of the world. But I got to get your take before you go on FISA on what you were able to accomplish this past week, because you were able to get things into the FISA rework that are very important and that weren't there before. Can you walk us through the two things that were most important in terms of the FISA reforms?
Well, I think what the American people need to understand clearly is that FISA doesn't go away. It's in permanent law. It's only the issues that we passed after the Patriot Act that target terrorism directly that go away next week. So Title I of FISA, which was used to target the Trump campaign and Carter Page, we were able to come to an agreement to open up that to take care of the things that happened to Carter Page. So as of right now, there's no way to get FISA to go away. The Democrats are not going to vote to abolish the FISA court system. So we got as much as we possibly could in terms of ensuring that the people, if they do this again, they'll be held accountable. And I think most importantly, we as members of Congress on the Intel Committee, we would have access to these FISA transcripts and all the underlying documents. And why is that important, Maria? Because as you know, I had to come on your show month after month after month for years saying that DOJ won't give up these documents. Well, now it's clear in this law that they'll have to give these documents up to Congress. So if there's a leak, we would be able to quickly go and do an inspection, unlike what we've had to deal with over the last 3.5 years.
This is really important. So you have the access, that Congress has access to the documents that you need. And the other thing you did was you put a compliance office in there.
That's right. So if you're going to, and I look at it this way, because I know there's a lot of Americans who want to abolish the system. But right now, the Democrats control the Congress, so they're not going to allow us to abolish the FISA court system and build something back.
Real quick.
So in the meantime, this is a significant change that we're able to get into this new bill.
A new compliance office that will oversee.
A compliance office that will keep the records and then access for Congress to actually go and inspect those records, which was the problem we had over the last 3 years dealing with this crisis.
I remember you would come on here and demand documents.